Hey everybody, today I am 40 goddamn years old. That's right. 40 years old. If you can believe that. I am no longer a young person. I'm an old man now. In Mexico, we have this meme where if you turn 40, we're now to be addressed as Sir, Mr. I'm not a young man anymore. I'm 40. Can you believe that? I'm an old man now. Let's drink to that. Cheers. Jesus Christ. What's to celebrate anyway, right? Why am I celebrating anyway? I shouldn't be celebrating. Who the hell celebrates? Some girl I was talking to, she said, I asked her, what would you like to do on your 40th birthday? And she said, nothing. Just lock myself up in my room and watch TV all day long. And you wouldn't celebrate? What kind of girl celebrates 40 years? Right? No girl wants to be 40 years old ever. So what? You think guys want to be 40 then? I don't want to be 40. Guys do want to be 40. We don't want to be young anymore. I'm Mr. Eric Landon. From now on, you shall address me as Mr. Eric Landon. Thank you, Sub-Zero. Thank you very much for the super chat. Appreciate it, compadre. Hey guys, 40 is okay? Oh, how old are you? Thank you guys. So many more fellow Libra. Oh yeah, I'm a Libra. I'm bad. You know how I'm always saying I like my JRPG, my video games balanced? Not just JRPGs, my video games balanced. That's why. Because I'm a fucking Libra, man. Because I want my video games like that, with a balance. I want a balanced experience. That's why I'm obsessed with balanced games. I don't want them easy. I don't want them hard. I want them balanced. Now you guys know, finally. The mystery is solved. It's because I'm a fucking Libra. Yeah! I'm healthy. It looks like I'm healthy. It just looks like I'm healthy, man. I'm rotting on the inside. Man, I should have put a better thumbnail. Let's do a better thumbnail. I'm gonna add some characters, some waifus. I didn't have time to create a thumbnail because I spent all fucking morning playing Luminous Arc 3. Luminous Arc 3. I'm sure you guys are super stoked to hear me talk about Luminous Arc 3. Oh, it's really small, by the way. I don't care. Let's add some waifus in there. I don't know. I mean, you guys can see this, but you will maybe at some point. Let's put some fucking waifus in there. Let's put, I don't know, Estelle. Do I have any? Wait a second. I'm setting up my actual thumbnail. This is a fun one. So yeah, what do you guys think, huh? Fucking 40 years old. Come on, Estelle. Estelle Bright. There. She looks great in there. What is this, Isuna? Thank you guys. Well, I don't really care about what new JRPGs you guys are gonna get, but yeah, that's more like a wish for you guys. I don't really give a fuck about that. Don't come to my happy birthday stream to wish me of new JRPGs. What are we doing for your birthday stream? Well, first and foremost, I am setting up a better thumbnail with waifus and shit. Shall I put Itsuna? I mean, after all, she's such a popular character, right? Everybody's gonna recognize Isuna. Everybody's gonna be like, oh yeah, he's got Isuna in the thumbnail. Let's click on that. She's so popular. How about Velvet? Give me Velvet. Give me fucking Velvet. I need Velvet. I need my Velvet. Velvet. Oh, I don't have any Velvet on PNG. God damn it. And she always looks angry. What about this picture? Yeah, that. I need Velvet. I need you, Velvet. This looks like shit. Whatever. How do I fucking capture this so you guys can see? Okay, there we go. No, you can't see this, can you? No, it's not showing you guys this. Oh, why? Oh, come on. What? I want my fans to see me, to see the thumbnail, well, whatever. Velvet is cool, yeah. Oh, I'm getting wiser, not older. Of course I am. Of course I am. Who else should I put? We need Lenneth. I need Lenneth. I need Kid. I need Kid, man. I need my Kid. Kid from Chrono Cross. Fuck. Never mind. What about Harley? Shin Megami Tensei music, huh? God damn it, this is so fucking stupid. I have these one. No, YouTube's gonna demonetize the stream if I put this one. Never mind. Almost there. Almost there. For this celebration to be... what about Edelgard? Have you guys seen my new t-shirt? So this is Lil Mayer from Ergo Proxy. One of my favorite... my favorite anime of all time. Well, I got Edelgard here. Right? His thumbnail looks fucking stupid and ridiculous, you know, but... Fuck. Edelgard now looks pixelated as fuck. Oh my god, no, she looks fucking terrible. Never mind. Fuck this. I'm done. I'm done. Fuck it. What's up, Zima Duvan? Thank you very much for the super chat. Appreciate it. Eric doing old man stuff. That's exactly what I'm doing. I can't figure out how to do a proper thumbnail with sexy girls. Fuck. Whatever. Let me see if I can find some sexy anime girl happy birthday. Let's look for that. Here in fucking images. I don't know. Let's see. Who are these characters? I don't even know these characters. You guys can see this. I'm gonna capture this. Thank you, Roto Games. Thank you, Dragon. Is that a bloody happy birthday? Oh yeah. This, yeah. A bloody happy birthday. That's right. Makoto? Should I put Makoto? Wait a second. There, you guys can see this, right? Wait a second, I disappeared. This is what happens when you do stuff live. Alright, there we go. Sexy anime girl, happy birthday. We need to come up with a better thumbnail, guys. Who are these girls? Who is this one? Is this the girl from Evangelion? Well, there we go. Hey, the girl from like this. What's the name of this anime? Demon Slayer. The girl from Demon Slayer. Oh yeah, sure. This is gonna be my thumbnail. You know, happy birthday. This is still a Q&A, everybody. It's still a hangout. It's not just all about me. If you wanna ask any fucking questions, shoot. Who are these? Who is this? She looks sexy, but who fuck is this? I don't even know who this is. Hell is this girl? I don't know these characters, man. Apparently I don't see enough anime. I want this girl, Lil Ray Mayer from Ergo Proxy, to wish me a happy birthday. Oh, look at this. How about this one, guys? Can you see her? She's right below me. Yeah, how about that? That should be my thumbnail. I'm sure YouTube will love it and recommend the stream to every single human being on the planet if I put this girl here. Right? That needs to be my... Oh, look at this. That's it. We found the girl. Fuck anime. Fuck 2D anime girls. Fuck it. Let's put Goku, man. Yeah. Let's go with that. Naruto, come on. Nobody wants Naruto. And why is he showing me this? I said sexy. Like, is this sexy? Who is this? Who the fuck is this girl? These aren't sexy. This is sexy. I don't know who she is, but that's sexy. Who's this? Who? Does anybody recognize the girl below me? Who's that? Today's your birthday as well? Well, actually, my birthday was 2 days ago. Well, let's just pretend it is today. Come on, I wasn't gonna go live again. Last year, I did go live on the 10th, October 10th, on my birthday. You know, my actual birthday. I played Devil Survivor. Remember that? Yeah. Who is this girl? Do you guys recognize her? Who is she? You should get for the most clicks. Nezuko? Oh, who is this girl below me? Does anybody recognize her? No one, exactly. Who the fuck is she? But that's a thumbnail, you know? That'll do in the meantime, guys. Let me just, use the fucking Paint, whatever. Photoshop, whatever. She's gonna have to do. Wait a sec. Radiant Historia music, huh? Just making this bigger. I'm not sure why it doesn't let me capture the, Alright. See what happens. So let's remove this and go back here. There we go. I'm back. I'm back, everybody. I'm back. How do I change a thumbnail? Edit here. Okay. Now I got my girl. There. Got a better thumbnail now. I changed it. You guys can't see this. You wanna see it? I mean, you saw it before, right? What's the point? This is my new thumbnail for now. With the unknown girl. That's my thumbnail. I'm gonna get a lot of clicks, man. I'm gonna get 2,000 viewers today. Who wouldn't click on that? Look at that. Come on. Right? Yeah, I'm gonna leave her there. Alright, so... See? You know, I had like 30-something people, now I have 44. It works. What's up, guys? Thank you very much for your best wishes. I'm 40 years old. You should add a Streamlabs donation button. PP. Not everyone wants to put their credit card details into YouTube. I don't even know what you're talking about, man. Streamlabs donation button? What's that? Dude, I'm 40 years old! What makes you... I'm an old man. What makes you think I know what that is? I come from Walkmans and Discmans and VHS tapes and beta tapes, you know? And fucking, I don't know... guitars instead of real instruments instead of... I'm an NES guy. I grew up with NES and SNES. Game Boy, Nintendo, when the Genesis was called Sega and not Genesis. I'm from that era. Streamlabs donation button, what? What? I'm an old man. She's no Velvet. Oh, don't worry, I'll change her in a bit. Velvet Tales of Berseria, sexy. Let's see. Well, she said I don't have to put sexy, you know. Let's see if I can make a better thumbnail, a JRPG thumbnail. Because unknown girl, like who the fuck is that? We don't know. I'm seeing some stuff that's really not appropriate here for Snowflake YouTube. Come on. Oh, you know what? I'm in the wrong... Wargroove. Oh, okay. That's right, I stopped capturing the screen. Well... Google Images is showing some stuff that... I don't know. It's probably gonna make YouTube angry. Should I use an AI image? You guys love that, right? You love AI, right? You're a huge fan. Oh my god. Google Images! What the hell? I'm glad you guys can't see this. Oh my... What? What the fuck? Holy no, this will get me demonetized immediately. If only you guys could see this. Now we need something that won't offend YouTube. How about this one? No. Some crazy fan arts are here, man. What's this? 3D? Velvet? She looks weird, man. Oh my god. What? Now I'm in some kind of rabbit hole. Oh, what? Back to your questions, guys. Thank you, Dave. Are you going to do a waifu tier list? Today? No, I already did one for the Tails girls in my Patreon page. Link to my Patreon page in the description. Being polite offends YouTube. Oh, even being polite? So what should I do then? You want Celine from Star Ocean the Second Story? You want that? Well, it's my birthday, not yours. I want Velvet. Yeah, well, eventually, not this month, because I'm gonna be doing some Halloween stuff on my Patreon page, but next month I'm gonna do a Trails waifu tier list. But yeah, those types of videos don't fly here on YouTube anymore, you know, how it is, so it's an exclusive for Patreon. I mean, trust me, I would love to upload those videos here on YouTube, but... I mean, YouTube, it's offensive, you know? I'm guessing nowadays the word waifu is offensive, or even not, forget about waifu, wife. Wife, that's an offensive word on YouTube, you know, so... Patreon-only content, guys. Thank you, Alexander. He says, thank you, Eric, for the great YouTube channel and your creative work. I went back to my first JRPG in life and this is Lunar. Which version? Sega CD, PS1, PSP, Game Boy Advance, Steam, PC, Switch, PS4, PS5, Switch 2, It's everywhere. I'm surprised Lunar isn't on Xbox nowadays. We need Lunar on... Did you guys know, if you look up Triangle Strategy on Wikipedia, it shows that it was released in this fucking console that I don't even know about. I've never heard of that console before. Like, I don't know that console. Meta something, you know. There are some systems, you know, still being released and developed nowadays that we don't know about. Everybody knows Xbox and Nintendo and PlayStation, that's it, right? And Steam and shit. Still working on Velvet. On a Velvet thumbnail that won't offend YouTube. And the and the millionaire corporations that let's just talk about something else. That's pissing me off. Right? Velvet looks pissed off. She always looks pissed off. Why are you so angry, Velvet? Why? I want you smiling. It's my birthday. What's wrong with you? I found one where she's censored. Maybe I should use that. God damn it, the options are so limited here. I'm very picky with my thumbnails. If you think I pull all my video thumbnails out of my ass, you know, you're so mistaken. I spend sometimes up to an hour or more coming up with a thumbnail for my videos. You're seeing it right now. I already wasted half an hour of the fucking... Let's just forget about it, you know. Thank you, Twilight Dragon. Thank you very much. Meta is the Facebook VR headset. Really? How about a picture of Aya Bree in her black dress? I don't have a lot of Aya Bree fans, but maybe, you know. She's Halloween related. Aya Bree. Or maybe Aya Bree might be too sexy for YouTube, you know? But maybe I can find something that doesn't offend YouTube. Come on, guys, it's still a Q&A. Are Digimon's games crap? Well, I just released a review of Digimon Survive a few days ago. I don't know if you caught it. I don't know if you caught the video. I don't know if you saw it. Thank you, Z. Thank you very much. Appreciate that super chat. So Digimon Survive, watch the review. Everything that I have to say about the game is in there. But overall, like all the Digimon games crap. I think you're asking the wrong guy. I'm not really a fan of Digimon. I just played and finished Digimon Survive some years ago, and I play the others. I play the PS1 games. I play the GameCube games, some DS games, and I couldn't get into them. Most of the games that I played, I didn't think they were bad. Well, the PS1 games are very outdated, you know, they're kind of boring. But the GameCube game was... There were two GameCube games. One was a turn-based RPG, that was pretty fun. But it's like Digimon, you know, not for me. And the DS games were also kind of fun, you know. So I don't think the Digimon games are crap. Or maybe they're crap to you the same way they are to me, as in I don't care. It's like Pokemon, you know, who cares, right? I don't know, to each their own. To each their own. Aya Bree. Whoa, how about this picture? No, this is probably too offensive for YouTube. Right? Man, some cosplayers look hotter than Aya Bree herself. And the picture's too small anyway. Come on. Why can't I put like Kid from Chrono... Hey! I know what. Give me a moment. All this time I mean, come on. I have one for Kid. I have Kid from Chrono Cross. Come on, Keith. There. Found her. There we go. We don't need anything else. This is better. You know? With the bloody... there. Happy birthday, all bloody and shit. That. Alright, I found my thumbnail. No need to look for more. We're done. I'm done. Wait, what? Okay. Let's get rid of this unknown girl. I'm gonna miss her. Well, she was there for a big part of the stream, right? For like 10 minutes. And she was holding a cake, though. Kid's not holding a cake, but Kid is fucking Kid, so... Okay. There we go. Change it. I got my perfect thumbnail. It needed to be something JRPG related, something Chrono Cross related. There we go. I'm gonna miss you, cake girl. There, that's my new thumbnail. All I did was put Kid in there. There we go. Yeah! Stellar Blade, huh? Alright. Hey, maybe we should do Stellar Blade. No, enough is enough. Alright, you know. 1 year closer to Doomsday. I'm 40 years old, man. I just turned 40 years old. I'm already on Doomsday. This is shit for me. Goodbye, youthful days. Goodbye. Oh, man. All those fun days. Now that I'm 40 years old, I can finally understand when people tell you, yeah, have fun when you're young, have fun. You know? Live your life, seize the day, carpe diem, you know, because when you're my age, it's like it's over. That's it. That's it. Fuck. Cheers. Did you enjoy using AI? What do you mean? I don't really use AI. I think I put some... When I did a live stream last year of every Super Nintendo game ever, I played all of them. You can find all of those live streams on my second YouTube channel, link in the description. I played every single Super Nintendo game ever made. And I also played all the RPGs on the Super Nintendo, and I did a video about that, like a 4-hour long video. Also, you can find it... That video, you can find it here in this YouTube channel. And I used some AI images because I didn't know they were AI. They just look so good. And I was like, man, there are some very talented people out there. And then everybody was bitching about it. Oh, those are AI images. What? I didn't know that. So a robot created these? Oh, fuck. Well, I didn't know. Will be the elders in an RPG at 40 years old. Well, what's the guy's name from Yakuza Like a Dragon? That guy, you know? I forgot his name. The protagonist of Yakuza 7. That guy, you know, he's 40 years old. He's a 40-year-old protagonist in a JRPG. Ichiban Kasuga. Thank you, Ichiban Kasuga. That's right, he's 40 years old, by the way. And then we got Kame from Lost Odyssey, who's like 200 years old. I don't even know. He's super old. You know? And then we got, who else? We got Daddy Nier, man. He's what, like 45 at least? 40, 45 years old? He looks fucking 55 though. And with gray hair, you know, all this shit. We need to do at least a 40-year-old plus main characters in JRPGs. You'll be 40 this year too, and you're not feeling miserable about it? Well, I thought I was gonna feel miserable. You know when I felt miserable? When I turned 30. For some reason I was miserable. But I thought I was gonna be depressed and sad when I turned 40 a couple days ago, but nope. Or it's all fine, you know? I mean, there were some... For a few moments, you know, throughout the day and the celebration, I was like, fuck, I had a sad stare. on my face for like 2 seconds saying, man, I'm 40 years old, holy shit. But then the rest is fine, you know. I mean, it is a big deal to a lot of people. Soon I'll enter the midlife crisis. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But yeah, being 40 is like... I think people need to be like 40 for several months. Or to be 40 something to really start feeling it, to really start saying, man, holy shit. But right now, I still feel like 39. That's the story of your AI thumbnail. This isn't AI, this is... The thumbnail that I'm using right now isn't AI. This kid is not AI, that's official art. And I think that's from a game, a mobile game called Kid, Another Eden from Chrono Cross. It's not AI, dude. Well, if you mean the previous girl, with the one with the cake, I don't think she was AI, but maybe she was, I don't know. But this kid right now, it's not AI. It's official art style by some dude from Japan. Happy birthday from Las Vegas. Las Vegas, eh? You're 40 years old and you're still living physically like you did at 20 years old. You don't care if it kills you. Why would it kill you? Well, what are you talking about? What do you do at 20 years old? What the fuck did you do? Do we even want to know what you're doing when you were 20? Thank you, Yorefa Kuryu. Yo Kuryu, thank you. I'll always continue to share underrated and obscure JRPGs. That's always been the main goal of this channel since the very beginning. Some of my first reviews were about games that were obscure. Nowadays are popular because they have become such a... Well, they either became memes or they became infamous or underrated, you know. But back then, games like Resonance of Fate, The Last Remnant, like nobody was talking about those games, and those were some of my first reviews. Sure, I also did like Valkyrie Profile, The Last Story. Those were some of my first reviews, you know, Blue Dragon, you know. But yeah, eventually I started focusing more and more on obscure gems. I mean, some of my top 10s from like 2014, 11 years ago. Some of them are nothing but hidden gems, you know. I remember my top 10 PSP RPGs video from like 11 years ago. It went viral and it pissed off a lot of people because it didn't have the popular games. There was no Crisis Core, no Final Fantasy Tactics, no Final Fantasy IV, no... Like, I don't know, man, what else is popular on the PSP? Isn't the PSP like full of hidden gems? Like 90% of the RPG library is hidden gems? It wasn't too far off, right? No Star Ocean games were in the video. Anyway, so yeah, don't worry. This channel is gonna be still focused on obscure shit. I just released another video about that, didn't I? A couple of days ago, a video called 10 highly obscure JRPGs from popular series. Some spin-offs in there. If you guys feel like you saw some of those games before, you saw me covering those games, maybe you watched the video and you were like, I think I remember seeing you talk about this game before. Okay, so on March this year, I uploaded a video about spin-offs, but it was a failure and I never felt like good about it. It was mostly me being very negative about most games in the list, so I deleted the video. And I just got rid of some of the games that were too popular and got the hidden gems. Well, okay, I sneaked Persona 5 Tactica. I know that's not a highly obscure game, but it's there. It's the game that I put there to troll people, you know, so people can go in the comments. How is Persona 5 Tactica highly obscure? This fucking guy, you're a fucking loser, man. You don't know what an obscure game is. Persona 5 Tactica hidden gem. You can fucking subscribe, dislike. This guy sucks. I want people to do that in the comments, you know. That's why I put Persona 5 Tactica in the video. But all the other videos are super obscure. I mean, did you even fucking know there was a Suikoden card stories game on the Game Boy Advance? You didn't know. Don't lie to me. You didn't know there was a Nobunaga's Ambition crossover with freaking Pokemon? Okay, maybe you did know about that one, but you didn't know there was a Uta Wareru Monozan, right? Am I the only guy on the internet who can actually pronounce that name? Like, I don't watch other YouTubers, you know, but I want to see somebody trying to pronounce Uta Wareru Mono the same way I do. Maybe Sultan can do that. He lives in Japan. Sultan can say Uta Wareru Mono like me. And fast. No, like, Uta Wareru Mono, Uta Wareru... Uta Wareru Mono, Uta Wareru Mono, Uta Wareru Mono, Uta Wareru Mono, Uta Wareru Mono. Can do it all day long, man. And yes, Persona 5 Tactica seems forgotten. It's one of those spin... Well, here's the thing about Persona 5 Tactica. I think it's a game that when it was released, people were kind of tired of Persona 5 spin-offs. You know, they were like, okay, so all those years ago in 2017, Persona 5 comes out. And then we got the Persona Q2 on the 3DS. That was also a big deal because it was one of the last JRPGs released on the 3DS. Not just JRPG, one of the last games released on 3DS, right? Persona Q2, you know, that was a big deal, right? People know that. And then we got the Persona 5 Strikers, right? And Persona 5 Strikers was like a direct sequel. It was also a big deal, you know, an action RPG this time around, Switch, PS4. It was like, man, you know, Persona 5 got a sequel, you know. And then we got the mobile game, I don't know what it's called, Phantom whatever, you know. And then Tactica, and that's, when Tactica came out, that was like, what is this, a crossover? Like a Mario and Rabbids kind of game? Really, Atlus? What are we gonna get next? Like Persona Pokemon? And what's a Persona Souls? And then what? Persona Roguelike? Persona 5 Roguelike? Persona 5 Metroidvania? Like, come on, Atlus, come on. And they got the idea. Persona 5 Tactica, I think it got like good reviews, positive reception. But by the time that game came out, people were like, the fuck, man? Where's Persona 6, man? So that's what happened, I think. And yeah, you are correct. Persona 5 Tactica seems forgotten. So it wasn't such a bad idea to include it in the video. But it's not a highly obscure game, isn't it? I should have put something like in the first place. I should have gone with, I don't know, man, like something really fucking... that fucking board Monopoly game should have been the first place. That should have been my number one. Number one, Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, Fortune Street, whatever, you know. It's a fun game, by the way. I played it and I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be so bad. Monopoly, Final... The fuck is this, man? I played it and I was like... It's pretty good. Pretty fun game. Pretty fun game. Everybody thinks that the next decade in their life is a horrible point in existence. It's all just anxiety from worrying about the future. Just live in the present. That's what I do nowadays. I live in the present and the past. The future is like blurry, dark as shit, politicized, and I don't even want to know, man. I live in the past. I'll play retro games. You work 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's what you were doing when you were 20? Man, I feel sorry for you. I was like finishing high school because I dropped out of high school when I was like 17, you know, so I went back 2 years later to finish it. So when I was 20, I was still in high school, man. You're 28, your barber, who is like 24, already has gray hair on the sides. What the fuck, that's so sad. Poor guy. I look pretty young for about 40. Thank you, it runs in the family. My parents are the same. They're 70 years old and they look 60. I thought about some Kingdom Hearts games that I was like, meh. Devil Survivor is underrated. Criminally underrated. I have a list, a video I did last year. It's a compilation video of all the criminally underrated JRPGs. Like, it's called the most underrated JRPGs of all time. You got the Valkyria Revolution, Tales of Legendia, Grandia 3, the Devil Survivor games. A lot of games are there, man. Radiata Stories, you know. Yeah, Devil Survivor is a masterpiece. One of my 10 favorite JRPGs ever made. you knew of the Pokemon crossover game because you mentioned it in the past. Yeah, so that was like 5 years ago. I did a video called I don't even remember the name because I deleted the video. It was a top 5 JRPGs you won't believe actually exist, something like that. That was like 5 or 6 years ago. So I took down the video and I put it together with a brand new top 5. So I combined both videos and it became a top 10, right? And I think the name of the video was this time around was like top 10 bizarre JRPGs or something like that, you know? That was like 2 years ago. So yeah, I have covered Pokemon Conquest in the past. That's when I did the Kingdom Hearts joke. The first time. Like, the man, I can't believe Nobunaga's ambition is crossing over with Pokemon. It's as if Final Fantasy did a crossover with Disney and then Kingdom Hearts, and that's the meme. But I did a different meme this time. I did like a God of War crossover with Hyper Dimension Neptunia. Like, who wouldn't want to see? I want to fucking see that, man. I want an action RPG where you play as Kratos, and your party members are the girls from Neptunia. Fucking do that. That's gonna sell millions, man. Sony, Santa Monica Studio, fucking, oh, well, no, nobody wants to play that or see that, you know, because then Kratos is gonna be gay, and all the girls are gonna be covered up and being non-binaries, you know, so yeah, we don't want that, never mind. Bad joke. You want Sabrina the Teenage Witch to the list? Nah, there's a Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I'm gonna stream that. That's gonna be my Halloween stream. You know what I'm planning for Halloween this year? I'm gonna troll people, you know. I'm gonna make this horrendous, super dark and creepy looking thumbnail, and when people click on it, you know, oh, he's gonna be playing some horror JRPG, some horror games, man. Some Haunting Ground, some Resident Evil, some Parasite Eve, man, Shadow Hearts, yeah, click, and I'll be playing Sabrina the Teenage Witch on the Game Boy Advance. You just gave me the best fucking idea, man. Thank you. Thank you, Anthony. My thumbnail is okay? What? Fuck off, dude. This is the best fucking thumbnail ever made. What the fuck do you mean okay? Thank you. No. That's your username? No. Oh, and Kratos will be black. Black and gay. That's right. Silent Hill F? Ah, it's not funny, man. Come on. Not funny at all. Nobody cares, Sora. Oh, Persona 5 Tactica is free on PlayStation Plus? Really? Well, get it, I guess, you know, but you can buy a physical copy of it for like $20 nowadays. That game went down in price a lot. It's like the original Shin Megami Tensei, you know. So the thumbnail, yeah, kid here. Should I make it bigger? No, this is enough, right? This is a good size. I gotta put the other one. I'm gonna add a lot of shit here, man. There. You need to be the same size, the exact same size, otherwise it gives me OCD. There we go. People know it's my birthday, you know, because people are gonna click like, what is this, you know, happy birthday? Whose birthday is he celebrating? Keith's birthday? Well, actually, Chrono Cross came out on August this year, 25 years ago. Should have done something, but I've done enough Chrono Cross videos and celebrations, you know, enough is enough. I didn't do anything. Sorry, Keith. No 25th anniversary celebration for you. You hate Crimson Heads in Resident Evil 1? Why am I not surprised? Why are you such a hater of Crimson Heads? You gotta understand their feelings, man. They're living beings with feelings. You gotta be considerate of their feelings. You know? Don't hate them. Are you guys the type of people that watch Halloween movies, like scary horror movies and shit? Like, do you see how many people in the chat right now celebrate Halloween? I mean, I get the feeling most of you don't give a shit and just go to a party, like a, I don't know, costume party, or these guys party, you know, at the end of a month or something. You go some kind of party and that's it, right? Just one day. But there are people who take it very seriously. They spend the whole month watching horror movies, you know, or something like that. Or they go to a lot of parties. They're Halloween related, you know. And they decorate their entire house, stuff like that. I don't know. I don't do any of that, because I have no life. I don't decorate. All I do is, when it comes to YouTube, I do some kind of video, you know. I usually just do 1 or 2 videos, a couple of live streams, I don't know, some reviews. Like, I remember in 2019, I mean, I've had some, like, normal, regular years, Halloween celebrations. It was just one thing and that's it, but there were others where I took it seriously. Like in 2019, I think the first Halloween that I celebrated was in 2017. I don't remember what I did though. I think I did the top 10 dark JRPGs or something like that in 2017. Imagine, that was like 8 years ago. And then on 2018, I did do a couple of videos. One of those were 10 JRPGs to play on Halloween, some stuff like that. Or was it 2019? See, I don't even know. But I do remember in 2019, I did a lot of live streams of dark JRPGs. I played like Parasite Eve, Kudelka, Shadow Hearts. I think I remember playing Eternal Poison, you know, some Shin Megami Tensei stuff, you know, stuff like that. I remember doing that on Halloween on 2019. 2020, I don't even remember. The hell did I do in 2020? I probably did something, you know, I don't remember. Anyway, so I always do some kind of celebration here on YouTube, you know. Last year I played Nights in the Nightmare. Pretty bad game, you know, but it's Halloween-esque. So this year I'll be doing maybe more stuff, you know. I have some stuff going on this month. I released a Digimon Survive review. I know that was a perfect video for Halloween, I know that. You're welcome. I know you enjoyed the video and you celebrated Halloween while watching the video. I'm aware of that. That's why, did you see how considerate I am? I know, I'm cool. And I'll do more. So let me read your comments. You don't do horror. Okay? Not me. It's somebody else. You don't care about Halloween. Okay? Oh, except seeing the girls in certain costumes. We have exceptions. Horror movies make me laugh. Me too, man. Like a few months ago, I watched all of the Nightmare on Elm Street and the Jason Voorhees movies, the Friday the 13th. Dude, best comedies ever. I love them. You don't give a shit. Horror movies are like WWE. You don't find horror movies scary. So you guys don't give a shit. Well, never mind about Halloween. You know, we'll do something about Halloween and you can bitch about that. During the celebration, you can join and say, hey, fuck this, you know. Fuck Halloween, it's terrible. Why are you doing a live stream celebrating Halloween, Eric? Go fuck yourself, you know. But today is about my birthday. That's right. Just gonna go with the usual thumbnail. I'll be changing thumbnails again. There. Who cares, right? So, your sister and you usually watch some Asian horror movies during Halloween. I've been watching a couple of what is this? Wait, what is it? Engage with your audience. What's this? Members only live stream. Start poll. Okay. How many times does Eric change thumbnail of this stream? This is the 4th time. Is Dia de los Muertos like your Halloween? We do both here in Mexico. We celebrate Halloween and then a few days later, 2 days later, Dia de los Muertos. The Day of the Death. So I've been watching this Korean horror. I mean, I watched what the fuck? Inuyasha, The Secret of the Cursed Mask. That's a Nintendo DS game, I believe. Turn-based RPG. Anyway, so you guys gotta watch Sweet Home. I watched the first season like 5 years ago. Loved it. And then since I haven't done Netflix in a long time, so I don't really pay for those services anymore. I found the series in some website, complete, seasons 2 and 3, so I rewatched the first season and I watched the whole thing. Korean horror show, amazing. It's over the top though, but it's amazing, you know. An amazing show. And then now I'm watching one called Happiness, another Korean show. It's not that horrific, you know, it's more about the characters living trapped in an apartment building and how they start going crazy, you know. Really good show. And there are some vampires involved. It's weird, you know, but it's cool. I recommend it. I don't think that's on Netflix though. I'm not sure where it is. I find everything on all kinds of shit in the internet. So there we go. I'm not watching Happiness because it's Halloween month, you know. I'm watching Happiness because I've been into Korean horror shows lately. But earlier this year and last year, I watched some horror Korean movies and Japanese movies, you know, some of which I recommend. I highly recommend a movie called Monster from South Korea. Wow, that movie blew me away, man. Monster. Not to be confused with Monster from like 25 years ago with Charlize Theron and Christina Ricci. No, that fucking movie. That movie's kind of bad, you know. It's worth watching because Charlize Theron, you know, that's a great performance. I think they gave her an Oscar for that, you know, when Oscars were cool. But that, if you watch the movie, it's like it's a bit of a bad movie, you know. It's not a good movie, but it's worth watching because of her performance, you know. But yeah, not to be confused with that Monster from South Korea. I think it's a 2016-17 movie or something, you know. Watch that. That's really good. Is Dead Space a horror game? Yes, it is. I played the first one on the PlayStation 3 a long time ago. Didn't bother with the remake. Fuck that, you know. Fuck remakes. Fuck modern remakes. I played the original game, and it was really cool. I didn't finish it though because I sold it. I played the game back when I had the store. Sold it. You should watch the old Halloween episodes of AGN. Maybe? Thank you, Game Dev Made Easy. Appreciate that. It's your birthday today too? Happy birthday to you too, man. Wow. Well, actually, my birthday was 2 days ago. But I was busy. Doing what? Celebrating my fucking birthday. Oh, speaking about Halloween games, this is a funny Halloween game called Okage Shadow King. It's not Okage, it's Okage. Great game, Halloween game. Do you use Streamio? It's a good application for streaming. It uses torrent. No, I use OBS. I'm not really a big fan of OBS, to be honest. I'm not a fan at all, but that's the one that I've been using for like 6 years, probably more. So I'm too old As you can see, it's my birthday. I'm 40 years old. I'm now officially way too old to learn new streaming software, so I'm gonna stick to OBS. Thank you, Tony, I guess. Tony, I guess. I hope your 40th birthday is a masterpiece worthy of a spot in your top 10 birthdays of all time. It's gonna be my number one, dude. This stream, I'm gonna turn into a bunch of clips. And it's gonna get like 100,000 views, because that's what people watch nowadays. They don't care about obscure JRPGs or hidden gems or the new one, the new JRPGs upcoming. You know, they don't give a shit. Like, I want to see top 10 birthdays of all time, and my birthday is gonna be number one. Appreciate that, Tony, I guess. I look good. You thought you were early 30s. Everybody thinks I'm early 30s. That's why they unsubscribe. Like, this fucking guy, you know, he's a fucking millennial. He's probably like 31 years old, you know. He belongs to that generation. Fuck this guy. Fuck this kid. Now I'm 40. I'm 40 years old. I'm old. I was born in 1985, in the 80s and 90s. That's why I'm so angry, you know, because I'm a 90s kid. They told me to be angry and hate the system and hate politicians and all from all sides, you know, and question everything and yell at video games. Oh yeah, I grew up with the NES and SNES. You know, I grew up with that shit, so I yell at video games. How times change, man. I remember when that used to be funny. I still do that, you know, but no one gives a shit anymore. They find it offensive or repetitive. Times have changed for the bad. Remember when people ranting on YouTube and yelling and swearing was funny and cool? Yeah, not anymore. I don't even know what cool is nowadays. I think cool nowadays is just sitting in front of the screen and smile. And have a rainbow wallpaper on your back. You know, that's cool nowadays. And apologize 1,000 times, you know, for what you're about to say about for something, you know. Like, I'm not gonna mention the YouTuber, you know, but I watched someone's top ranking video yesterday, and the first minute, he spent the entire first minute apologizing for, I don't want to offend anybody, you know. He made it funny, you know. Okay, so this YouTuber gets a pass, amazing. That was really fucking funny, you know, the way he did it. He was sarcasm. But man, some people don't do it sarcastically. Some people do spend the first minute of the video. I apologize if your favorite game is not here. This is my personal opinion. You know, I've been the same way as well, but I only do it for like 2 seconds. You know, hey, this is my personal opinion. Go fuck yourself, right? So, but there are some YouTubers that go all the way to do that, you know. Hey, if your favorite game is not here, I'm sorry, you know, but you gotta understand this is my personal opinion. But yeah, don't worry, your favorite game is still great. I don't mean to offend you. Fuck you, man. Come on. That's cool nowadays. But me being edgy and screaming and getting angry and stressed, you know, no, that's not cool anymore. Times have changed, man. Come on, isn't that what people do on their birthdays? Yeah. Stuff like that, you know? So look at the past. Should I look ahead? Should we start talking about what's coming for me and for the channel and for you guys? For my life, you know? No, nobody wants to hear that. Let's just complain about how cool things were in the past. Remember this? Thank you, Daryl. Appreciate that, Daryl. No, Tyson, it wasn't that guy. I don't watch that guy. Why are you angry about... Wait, what? Yeah, we're twins. Thank you, Queen. Offending people because your opinion is different is... Oh, yeah. That's right. Anyway, I wouldn't change anything just to adapt to modern standards, you know? I'm the way I am, and if that doesn't work anymore, then this is it. I don't know what you're saying, Eric, but bon feet, fet, whatever to you too. That's never gonna happen. I don't like giving publicity to games like that, man. You look better than most 40-year-olds. Probably because I'm single. I'm just kidding. I know collecting has become very expensive, but man, I wish I had a friend that also collects any kinds of video games. I have a lot of acquaintances. I have a couple of friends who are collectors and a bunch of acquaintances. And a gazillion fans who are also collectors. But yeah, I've been talking about this since a couple of years ago. And well, a lot of YouTubers have made videos about this. You know, a lot of them did the classic obligatory I sold my video game collection video, you know? Remember that? That started like in 2022, 2023. It was a trend. People making videos about that. I sold my game collection. I quit. I gave up on video game collecting, you know? And it was some kind of rebellious stance against modern video game collecting because it's gotten so saturated, like everything else. All entertainment and everything video game related is so saturated. YouTube is no exception. There's way too many YouTubers, way too many reviewers, way too many people making the same videos. And now a bunch of AI channels doing the same videos. I've been complaining about this for years. How there's no originality anymore. People just rip off other YouTubers, including me nowadays, you know, and they get a massive amounts of views. And it's like, okay, you know, that's what people are into. On originality, that's what people want, you know. Fake, hollow as fuck content, that's what they want. So, and when it comes to video game collecting, I think it's the same. You know, I don't think people are losing interest in video game collecting, not just because of the prices or because it's just hard to collect stuff nowadays. Because all of those resellers, all of those retail stores, or even all of those second-hand shops or some thrift stores, you know, they caught up during the pandemic with the prices, and now you can no longer go to any of those places and find a copy of Xenogears for like $40, you know. No, you go and everybody, even the thrift store, has it for like $150, you know. So, yeah, I've been saying this for years. Video game collecting isn't fun anymore. I kind of gave up a couple of years ago. Well, I gave up for that's one of the reasons why I gave up on it. But I also gave up because all of the stores, all of the retro stores in my area are like, in my city, are like really far away. Really, really far away, you know. And it's like, man, there's nothing nearby except some flea markets, and most flea markets around are like a mixed bag, and I don't even go there because I can't go there. It's so hard to go there, you know. This is the big city where I live, and the traffic is fucking terrible. Absolutely terrible, hideous traffic, you know. And yeah, well, I got into a situation with YouTube that I don't want to talk about. Yeah, my revenue went down. You know the story. I've told the story. I've been bitching about this for 2 years. So I make way less money than what I was doing before. So I had to give up video game collecting. But even if I was still making a decent amount of money, I wouldn't probably collect anymore because of that. Because it's not fun anymore. Maybe it's fun to collect some PS4 games, you know, some games that are still dirt cheap, you know, that I don't have in my collection. Like, I don't have the Mario games on the NES. I don't have some PS4 games that I would love to own. They're like $20 nowadays, so no problem, right? But if I want to go back and hunt those PS2 games that I'm missing, or PS1, dude, they're all like $100 already, and it's not fun. Most of what you see behind me, you know, I got it for dirt cheap, man. Like, my copy of Hunting Ground was like $6. Well, that was like 15 years ago, right? But I don't know, my copy of Xenogears, I paid like $15 for it, complete in box. My Wild Arms 5 on PS2. So you get the idea, right? And nowadays, all of those games, even the old 95-year-old lady at the flea market, oh, she knows what she's got there. You go there expecting, oh, she's an old lady, man. She probably has all these rare games for like $10. Hey, how much is that copy of Rule of Rose on PS2? And she's like, well, my boy, I was asking for $550. I'll take 500. It's missing the manual though. So that's why a lot of people gave up on video game collecting. It's many factors, just it's not just one thing, you know. Thank you, Morbid. I appreciate that comment. Sorry that I didn't reply before. Oh, that's your birthday. 9/11. Selling all of your collection is just wrong. So a couple of days ago, I was celebrating in a restaurant with my family and friends, and an acquaintance of mine showed up with his friend. You know, hey, what are you doing here? Oh, I'm celebrating my birthday. How are you? Yeah. And he was like, I'm gonna contact you pretty soon. You know, I'm gonna send you a message because I'm about to start selling my collection. And I was like, oh, you have no idea how many times I've heard that in the past couple of years. Yeah. I've been selling some stuff from my collection, you know, some stuff that I don't really care that much about, or that, you know, I just bought for the sake of reselling one day. But I'd say about 80% of what you see there, or probably more, it will definitely hurt me, you know, but you gotta prioritize. You see, when you're 40 years old, you're no longer a young man. You don't live in a fantasy world. That's over. You're a grown-ass man, and you gotta have priorities, man. Now, seriously, you know, if suddenly I wasn't making any money anymore, or something bad happened, like a couple of years ago, my mom, you know, almost died, and pancreatitis, you know, I told you guys what happened. She almost died. That was 2 years ago. And all of us had to pitch in for the fucking hospital bills, because fucking hospitals are fucking evil. We all know that. And, yeah, I fortunately didn't have to sell anything, you know, because I had some savings, but you get the idea. If shit happened, that would be the first thing to go away, right? I mean, it will hurt me, sure, but that's what collections are for. To save you from a rainy day. Thank you, Ashoka Tano. That Thread of Time game looks good, but I hope it's not woke. Okay, good luck. I don't care about modern games, woke or not, anymore. Except when they send me review codes and I make sure they aren't politicized. Well, yeah, so good luck. Yeah, my new... no one's asking about this. Nobody cares. It's my Ergo Proxy. It was a birthday present, goddammit. Ask me about it. Thank you, Queen, for asking about it. New Ergo Proxy t-shirt. Thanks. If you go back and see my really old videos from like 2015 or 2017, I am wearing some anime t-shirts. I had a Rosen Maiden t-shirt, believe it or not. I think I also had an Elfen Lied t-shirt. Or was that a backpack? I don't know. But I had a Rosen Maiden t-shirt. In some of my videos from like 2017, some top 10s, I'm wearing a Rosen Maiden t-shirt. You know? Great topic of conversation, right? Anyway. Your physical collection literally consists of 15 games? That's okay. Playing Jeanne d'Arc, Scarlet Nexus, and Monster Hunter Stories. Well, the first two games you're playing are great, you know. Great games. Monster Hunter Stories, I played a 3DS version a long time ago. It was fine. You used to collect until the 3DS era. What made you give up? What made you give up? You know, why until that era in particular? That's weird. You wonder what you're gonna do with your video game collection when you get old? You'd turn in your grave if your PlayStation 1 discs got thrown in the bin? Well, thank you. Thankfully, my family has... Well, they have no knowledge of video game collecting, but they know it's a big deal to me, so they'll probably... If I died, they will probably research. or they will ask my friends. I have a couple of friends who are video game collectors, you know, and they know them, so they will probably lean on them for prices and shit, you know, to do something. I am going to sell my video game collection once I get older, you know. You wish you had a Valkyrie profile complete in box. Yeah, it's $200 nowadays. I have my copy of it. I got it for like $30, but that was like 15 years ago. That was a long, long time ago. Because, and even back then I got it for cheap. Because 15 years ago, Valkyrie Profile was like a $50 game, $60 game, you know? So I got it for like 30, for half the price. I was like happy, you know? Yeah, I wish there's some... I don't want to talk about these because I've made already videos and topics about this, you know, but I have some regrets on games that I should have bought when they were dirt cheap. Like, I remember seeing the Rule of Rose for $50, but that was like, oh, again, 15 years ago, and that was its current price back then. Everybody was selling Rule of Rose for 50 or $60. So there's no reason for me to pay that much money for it, you know. I didn't know it was gonna get more and more super expensive and rare, but I kind of regret it. I regret a lot of stuff, you know. Thank you, Zell. Haven't seen you in a while. Regarding selling your collection, what are you gonna do regarding the channel? Keep with more unknown retro stuff like PS2 and stuff as such? Yeah, are you asking me that last part? Or are you asking me if I'm going to continue with more retro stuff? Or are you asking me to continue? Are you telling me to continue? Whatever the case, yes, that's what I'm gonna keep doing. Well, of course, the shadow ban they put me about a year and a half ago has hurt my channel forever. Apparently, it's never gonna go away, and I've had to deal with that for a long time. So it's not like I finally made peace with it. It's more like I resigned myself to that. Like it's not gonna change. So let's just forget about that. Stop complaining about it. You know, but now that restricted mode fucked me even more, and not only me, it fucked millions of YouTubers. You know, so. I don't know what I'm gonna do, man, with the channel, but I'll definitely continue covering retro stuff, fan translations, you know, hidden gems, obscure JRPGs from like PS4, Switch era and below that, you know. That's what I've been focusing on for the past 2 years, so that's not gonna change, don't worry. Exactly those two were your first animes? Which one, like Rose and Maiden? I love Rose and Maiden, you know. Thank you, War of Souls. Thank you, Phil. Yeah, but God Hand. Well, yeah, that's an expensive game, but it's not that expensive, you know. I know someone who sold his. I think Oscar. I'm not sure who told me this story, but someone I know, probably Oscar, sold his copy of Earthbound for like $10, not for like $5 or less than that. Not completing box, but mint condition cartridge. You know, for like $3. Sure, this was like 30 years ago, you know, but. That's his. Every time we talk about regrets, video game regrets, collecting regrets, you know, he brings that up. I think it's Oscar, yeah, who said that. But come on, 30 years ago? Nobody gave a shit about video game collecting. In the 90s, no one cared. Is your little dragon celebrating with you? No. Got this gothic, dark, typical Mexican doll, you know. Can you see it? The dragon isn't celebrating today. He hates me. I fired the dragon and Quistis. They're down there, back there, and they're gonna stay there. They hate me. They're planning some kind of conspiracy against me, you know? Some kind of riot. No, Cell, I don't care about new games anymore. You should know that by now. I couldn't give two fucks about new games anymore. Unless they're indie, you know, some companies still reach out nowadays for with some review codes, you know, and we figure it out. And if you're talking about that, then yeah, probably that's gonna continue, you know. But don't expect me to cover AA or AAA JRPGs that are brand new. I don't care about them. They're dead to me. The video game industry is dead to me. You should know that by now. Thank you, Showtime Doctor. You regret giving your copy of Super Mario RPG to a friend of yours for his birthday? Well, was that copy complete in box? Because if it's just the cartridge, the game isn't expensive nowadays, you know, it goes for like 50 or 60 bucks. The cartridge alone, you know. Is Nix going to do anything special for you today? What? The real Nix from the book? Or the doll behind me? I wish the girl from my book did something special for me. Thank you, Audi. There's always light at the end of a tunnel. Kinda hard to believe that when you're in my situation, but I'm still here. Agos G-Play, Agos G-Play. I'm still here, aren't I? If I didn't see a light at the end of the tunnel, I would have gave up a long time ago. I would have given up a long time ago, right? I'm still here, man. Are memes really banned in Mexico? Where did you hear that? No, they're not. Wasn't that Brazil? Not Mexico, man. You got it wrong as far as I'm concerned. They aren't banned here. Fucking music, right? Bonkers. Absolutely bonkers music. Kenka Bancho? What's that? Kenka Bancho? I never heard of that game. It sounds like one of those only in Japan games. There are some only in Japan games that are super rare, you know, expensive, and we never got. Kenka Bancho, never heard about. No memes banned in Brazil. The only thing that is banned in Brazil, last I heard, was X, Twitter. That's banned. I don't know. Is Twitter still banned in Brazil? Really? You think they're gonna be illegal? Oh, it's the news, the media that everybody in the world trusts. In the United States of America media. Oh, it's those guys saying that. Oh, they're no big deal. Nobody gives a fuck about them anymore. We can spend all day long talking about video game regrets, video game collecting regrets. We all have horror stories, man. I've got some pretty bad stories. Everybody's got some stories. Have I tried League of Legends? No, I don't really play those games. Nothing against them. They're just like MMORPGs and stuff like that are like too addictive. And I promised myself several years ago that I was never gonna play any MMORPGs ever again, you know, because they're too addictive. Thank you, Kevin King. Appreciate that, man. Well, I don't give a fuck if new games are important or not. I don't care about them. I'm against them, you know. I took a stance against them because I'm tired of their political bullshit. If you guys want to keep playing new games, that's, you know, up to you. You know, I'm not here to give you any shit for playing them. I just don't want to play them, you know. Or talk about them. The anti-meme law? It's probably bullshit, I mean, I haven't heard anything about it. Infinity Nikki? No, nothing's gonna beat the guy who told me about Sabrina the Witch on the Game Boy Advance. That's what I'm gonna expect as a live stream of that game on Animal Crossing. Sure, Harvest Moon, man. The latest one. That's what I'm gonna play on Halloween. That's gonna get me a lot of views and subscribers, man. Like, he's playing I don't know, Angry Birds. Fortnite. He's playing Fortnite on Halloween. No, I told you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a fucking thumbnail that's super dark and edgy with gore, and super Halloween-esque, And when people click on it, I'll be playing Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle. I'll be playing Gobble. This is gonna be my Halloween stream. This fucking game, That's gonna be it. 6 hours, 7 hours. This is what I'll be playing on Halloween. This fucking game. It says here, an addictive blend of action and strategy. It's a hybrid like Grow Lancer 5, a hybrid strategy action JRPG. This masterpiece. That's what I'll be playing on Halloween. Hope you enjoy the stream, and I hope to see you there. I don't see you there, I'm gonna fuck you up, I want everybody to watch that Gobble stream. When we get a year older, do more games become classics? I guess, the older we get, the more nostalgic we become with old games, I mean, PS3 is already starting to be considered as retro by most people. And people are starting to look back on PS3 games and saying, oh, that's a classic. Not to me yet. To me, the word classic belongs to like PS2 era and below that. GameCube, Game Boy Advance, maybe. Maybe Nintendo DS, but doesn't feel quite there yet. You get the idea. Thank you, Mr. Bones. No, I couldn't get into Final Fantasy 13. That's when the series died for me. If you guys have never heard of Gobble, that means you don't watch me on Twitch. I'm very disappointed. I play that all the time on Twitch. All of my Twitch streams are Gobble. You could play Porky Pig's Haunted Holiday. You know what I'm gonna play? There's this really infamous Super Mario World hack that's super scary and dark and twisted, I want to play that. I downloaded that yesterday, but the ROM wouldn't work for some reason, so I need to look into that. But that's what I'll probably play that, You don't need to have Twitch. You don't need an account. Just go and watch me there. Just open the website, look me up every Friday afternoon, and you'll see me there. You don't need an account. Haven't you played some good horror PS2 games on Twitch? Yeah, I did a live stream on that. I'll be uploading the live stream on my YouTube second channel probably next week. I played Mystic Knights and Vampire Panic on PS2. Pretty good games, surprisingly good. Okage Shadow King, you gonna play that? That's a good game. It's kind of dated, Hopefully you'll enjoy it. And be patient. It's one of those games where like, oh man, this is so outdated. But yeah, I'm sure you'll like it. The Nintendo DS is 21 years old. I think it's already retro. I treat the Nintendo DS as retro already. Same as the PSP. The PSP is also kind of retro already. PS3... just doesn't feel quite retro to me yet. Give it a couple of years maybe. Like it was released on November, right? 20 years ago? No, 19 years ago. Let's wait until next year. Next year, the PS3 is probably gonna start being retro. In Ken Kabancho, you play as a Japanese high school bully who roams around beating people up. Oh! That sounds like a lot. Kinda similar to the bully game we got here on PS2, right? Battle Princess of Arcadia on PS3. That's a digital only game. It's a pretty fun game. It's extremely cheesy and colorful though, and very comedic, very funny, you know. But yeah, it's a good time. Don't expect the game to be as good as Odin's Sphere, which was the inspiration for it, you know. But yeah, it's a good game. I do recommend it. I've covered it before and recommended it before. It's PS Vita Retro now. Nah. Not yet. No, Kevin King, I didn't, but I just added the game to the blacklist. It's in the blacklist. That speaks volumes, right? I put the game in the blacklist. Yeah, check it out. Oh, check out the blacklist. The RPG blacklist. Link in the description. It's in my official website, guys, if you want to see the blacklist. I'm more interested in you people checking out my RPG scores section. Thank you, Saishur. What's your favorite haunted area in the role-playing game? I don't know, man. Anything from Eternal Poison. This Gaia looks good too. And it's not gonna be a video or something, but yeah. Morbid received a gift membership by someone. Alchemist. I'll call you Alchemist. I can't pronounce your name. Nai. I'm sorry, but yeah, thank you for gifting the membership to Morbid here. So going back to the haunted areas, play Kudelka. I don't know, man. There's just so many, right? Can I pick anything from Shin Megami Tensei 3? Thank you, Terry. It was 2 days ago, actually. I think you mentioned that last year when I did the Devil Survivor live stream. I celebrated my birthday last year live here, but my birthday was actually 2 years ago. 2 days ago. 2 days ago. Twilight Dragon 3 sent 10 memberships to Final Nights. Sub-Zero, Cybot, you got a membership, man. Ian, John Galt, some lurkers. Mo Juggler, man, you got a membership, man. Wait, what? Twilight Dragon received a gift membership by Twilight Dragon? What the fuck, man? You can... What? How does that happen? You send memberships to... Thank you, Twilight Dragon 3, for gifting a membership to yourself. That's so fucking crazy, man. You could be included randomly yourself in a membership. That's so fucking weird. That's crazy, man. Thanks again, Ashoka. Oh, man. I'm drunk already from all this vodka that I've been drinking, you know. Reading backward, Ashoka. Thank you. I was born in 1985. The year of one of the most devastating tremors, earthquakes here in Mexico. It was super horrendous. 1985 saw the worst earthquake in history. But yeah, I was born in the 80s. Actually more positive, right? It's the year the NES came out. That's the year. Do you motherfuckers have any idea how important that year was? It is the year where the video game industry was saved. Remember the video game crash in 1983? The video game industry was dead. Along came Nintendo to save it in 1985 with the NES. Thank you, Nintendo, when you were a badass company. Not anymore, but you were awesome. So Ashoka says, makes me younger than me by a year. You now have to call me senpai. Just kidding. That's right. We have to call everybody senpai here who's older than us, you know. I told everybody here at the beginning of the live stream, you have to call me Sir Eric Landon from now on. Mr. Landon. Anybody who calls me Eric is getting banned and blocked. You gotta say Mr. Landon, Sir Eric Landon, or Eric Senpai. You don't do that, you're gone. For good. I'm reporting you to the Information Bureau of YouTube. So they can put you in the rainbow jail. Kudelka is the scariest game you've played? Nah. It's scary, but it's not, no. You need to play... What's the scariest game that I've played? Probably... Silent Hill 1 and 2. Yeah. Kuon on PS2 was also really scary, but I need to play it again. I never got any far into that. You know? I think Hunting Ground is probably the scariest game I've ever played, but because of a particular gameplay mechanic. You see, you play as Fiona, this girl. I'll do a live stream of it. I played the game live on my second channel a long time ago, like 5 years ago. I'll play it live again, probably on Twitch. You play as Fiona, and she's a completely useless character on purpose, you know. They made her that way on purpose, you know. But when she starts getting chased by the people who want to kill her, the screen starts lagging, the frame rate drops on purpose, you know, to like 5 frames per second, I'm not kidding, you know. And you're trying to get away, otherwise you'll get a game over, you know, and that's really stressful and therefore scary, because you're like, get the fuck out, come on, get up, you know. That's really scary. You guys should play that game. You're gonna have to emulate it because it's super fucking expensive, you know. It's super rare, but emulate it. Masterpiece. What JRPG series would you like to see Masato Kato work on? Oh man, he needs to be in Final Fantasy so bad. No, he needs to stay away from anything modern. In my opinion, Masato Kato should become an indie developer. He should make his own games from now on, away from the evilness of Square Enix. Thank you, NES, for saving the video game industry. That's right. A lot of people hate the NES. I don't. I'm very nostalgic for it. I'm not saying it was a great console. It was a great console for its time, you know, but nowadays it's like most games are like shit, you know, but there's a lot of greatness in the NES. A lot of hidden gems, a lot of classics, you know. It's a phenomenal system. I love it. Mr. Caesar, that's right. Mr. Eric, Mr. Caesar, Mr. I'm 40 years old, god damn it. I deserve some respect, man. Resident Evil, I never found the Resident Evil games scary, you know? I think it's because of the graphics. They were kinda, I'm not gonna say colorful, but they were like more cartoonish, you know? The zombies look kind of funny. You know, I never found any of the Resident Evil games scary. They're more, I don't know, man. But Silent Hill though, holy shit. The first time, I mean nowadays it isn't a big deal, right? But the first time I played Silent Hill and the world changes from like the mist, foggy game that we know to the horror part, and you start seeing these creatures, you know, that's wow, that's super scary. The final boss is scary as shit. Both psychologically and visually, you know. How have you ever thought about creating a video game? All my whole life, man. I gave up the idea a long time ago because I realized that I have zero patience for programming. I remember trying some RPG Maker stuff and I was like, oh, I fucking hated it. And that's the day I started respecting video game developers way more. What they do is fucking magic to me, man. If there's a video game developer watching, you have my respect. I have no patience for that. I can write the story, maybe do the music, but the programming, 3D modeling, designing stuff, no. I would love to work on a video game. I haven't given up the idea. But me doing all those stuff, programming and shit by myself, no thanks. I have no patience for that. And I just don't see myself doing that, I see myself working with other people who do that, I'll do the story, but they take care of all the algebra and technical stuff, and that's fucking magic. Friday the 13th is scary? Oh, the game, yeah. But the movies aren't scary, they're comedies, man. They're so much fun. So cringe. I'm old enough to be a Valkyrie profile covenant of the Plume side character. Thank you, I'll take that as a compliment. What have I been playing lately? Luminous Arc 3 on the Nintendo DS. And that's it, Of course, I'll probably finish Mystic Knights or Vampire Panic at some point, since they're fairly short games. I also finished New Super Mario Bros. On the Nintendo DS for the second time in one day. On my birthday, I spent the entire morning playing that. I was like, I'm gonna get celebrated until the evening. What the fuck am I gonna do all day by myself? Work? Ha! Make a video for YouTube? Ha! And so I played New Super Mario Bros. On the Nintendo DS all morning, and I finished it, and I'm proud of it. I'm not kidding. But yeah, on my free time, I'm playing Luminous Arc 3, and I'm also playing another game I don't want to talk about because it's gonna be a surprise for a video next month. I'm younger than you. I'm 40 years old and I'm younger than you. Elderly Rip. That's right. I need some. What's the name of this actor? He passed away a long time ago. Fuck, I forget his name. The No Respect guy. What's his name? Really funny guy, comedy actor. Oh my god, I forget his name. Someone in the chat probably knows. Rodney Dangerfield. I need that meme here in my... Yeah, Rodney Dangerfield, that guy, the No Respect guy. I'm that guy now. There's no respect. What are we listening to? Oh, Last Rebellion. This is a great song. That's a turn-based RPG on PS3. I only covered the game once. I have to go back to it and review it, You're a programmer, you can program video games, but you're not a good developer. You need a lot of skills to be a solo developer. Exactly, video games... Yeah. I did see? Oh, the RPG Maker stuff? Yeah, I tried that already a long time ago. Didn't work. It didn't work. Rodney Dangerfield, rest in peace. Well, there's a lot of developers, there's a lot of games who have been done by just one guy, but that one guy, learned how to do everything. Or just used RPG Maker, but you should never underestimate RPG Maker games. They're still very hard to do. Sure, they don't have to worry about a graphic engine anymore because it's already there. The platform does it for you, but you still gotta program everything and make everything move worry about RNG stuff, you know, about movement, design, character, you know, it's a lot of work. A lot of fucking work, man. Yeah, I tried it already and I was like, no. I'm gonna stick to writing stories and playing music, that's it. No programming or designing for me, you know. But I'm still open, you know, I mean, that's one of my dreams and my goals to do an RPG, my own RPG. Hopefully it'll happen one day. The Deer King. Super dark. I'm gonna look it up right now. The Deer King. A Japanese fantasy novel series written by Nahoko Uehashi, Kadokawa. Okay. Doesn't look too dark though. Looks like some dude with a deer and some girl. Hey, but if you say it's dark, then okay. Mr. Eric, yeah, sing a happy birthday. People are leaving already, you know? They're tired of it. They're like, oh, he's just here to celebrate his birthday. He's not gonna answer my goddamn questions. Oh, it's gory, huh? There should be an anime list or someone needs to do a top 10 anime series that totally look really dumb and silly, but they're super dark. Kind of like that School Days anime, you know? Well, School Days is like very slow. You watch School Days and by episode 5 or 6, you're like, when is it going to get dark? And then at the end it gets dark, you know? But you get the idea. I'm gonna do that. I already have that idea, you know? I already wrote the script for it. Coming soon. On Mr. Eric Landon RPG. I'm gonna change the name of my channel. It's gonna be Mr. Eric Landon RPG Sir Senpai. That's gonna be the name of my YouTube channel from now on. Should I change the thumbnail again to like a regular Q&A? I'm gonna change the thumbnail for the 5th time. No, I'm not. What was this? Oh, Tales of Arise, huh? Tales of Arise, guys. Good game. Not the masterpiece it wanted to be though, but good game. So you use Unity? Isn't Unity like a meme nowadays? Like everybody hates Unity? You do mostly mechanics for fun. If you know how to do gameplay mechanics, that's already a lot. That's more than half of the game right there. You just need to get a writer like me and then get yourself an artist. I'll do the music, you know, we don't need anybody else. Did your JRPG scores on your blog disappear? No, still there. You know, just go to my website, you know. Oh, you can't see the section anymore. Thanks for letting me know. The section disappeared, but the list didn't disappear. I'll send you the list so you can see it's still there. You know, I just need to put it on the categories list again. Thanks for letting me know, man. There you go. Click on that, guys, and that's my RPG scores. Thanks for letting me know, man. I didn't notice that it was gone from the categories list. Let me go here to the sign. Categories, alright. I'll just add it again. And so there's RPG scores, biography, books in the blacklist. Done. It should be there. There you go. It's back on the category section, guys. There you go. And by the way, I've been adding some games for the past couple of weeks, so there's if you haven't checked the RPG scores list in my blog, in my website, you should. If you haven't checked it in like a couple of months, you should. There's a lot of games that were added recently, and there's a review link to some of them, you know. There's now a review link of Digimon Survive, in case you want to know, because I know a lot of you were like, he gave 8.2 to Digimon Survive. Why? Now you can click on it, and that'll take you to the review that I did recently. I share the same birthday with Judith from Atelier. Which Atelier? There's so many girls in those games, I lost track. I played Lulua recently. I'm sure you saw the top 10. Top 10 highly obscure JRPGs from popular franchises, you know. So, and I didn't see a Judith in there. Gramnath? There's an Atelier Gramnath? Never heard about it. Maybe that game should have been in the video, you know. Atelier Gramnath? Oh, Atelier Judy. The Alchemist of Gramnath. One of the most popular Atelier games, man. Yeah, I know. Of course I know it. Of course I play that fucking game, man. Masterpiece, you know, one of the most popular, successful Atelier games of all. Who didn't play Judith, man? Lulua, huh? Lulua was fine, you know, I liked it. I liked what I played, you know. Good game. Dumb as fuck protagonist, though, but good game. I love the teacher, though. She's so hot. What was her name? Pian? Piana? Pias? Pian? Something like that? Oh, Lulua is funny. She grows on you. You know, Maruru never grew on me. I was like, oh, this seems like she's gonna be like really funny. No, I never found Maruru funny. Lulua is a bit more funny though. I like Lulua as well. She grows on you. Okay, Tyson. Dumb characters tend to be the most endearing. Usually, I wouldn't say usually, but sometimes. Every now and then, they can be the most endearing. Leave it at that. Like, most of the most popular JRPG characters of all time aren't really funny, you know. Unless you find Cloud Strife funny. I mean, I don't think of Cloud as the one of the most interesting protagonists, you know, but a lot of people do because that's the only RPG they played. Shulk is funny. Isn't he a popular character? But he's not really a comedic character, you know. He's a serious. From now on, your channel is gonna be like that one with the old lady playing Skyrim. There's an old lady playing Skyrim. That's cool. Mr. Eric, the old man that plays all the RPG games. You goddamn right. My birthday was 2 days ago, Ifrit, but I'm celebrating it today with you guys because it's Sunday. I wasn't gonna do a Q&A 2 days ago. Then everybody will be angry, like, oh, then you're gonna do 2 Q&As, right? One for your birthday on Friday and one for Sunday. And if I didn't go live today, you know, the whole hell is gonna break loose. They're gonna kill me. They're gonna join the Reddit gang who hates on me, you know? My precious haters from Reddit. They're always watching. They're watching right now. They're always watching. Also, they can go the next day and say, he did a celebration of his birthday. All he does is inflate his ego. He's a loser. Please do that tomorrow, Reddit hater. I know you're watching. I love you too. Hey, Shinji. What's up, man? Fang from Fairy Fencer is funny. Tiara is even funnier. I love both characters in the only Fairy Fencer game that exists. The first one, right? I mean, there's no such thing as a sequel. That never happened. It never happened, okay? It was a product of your imagination. There's only one Fairy Fencer game. Zidane is funnier. I love Zidane. Thank you, Super Scuffed. Oh, you're 35 years old now, and it's your birthday today. Happy birthday to you too, man. That's great, 35. Almost there, halfway through. It's a good age. People say 30s is the best age for men. Do you guys agree with that? Do you feel like 30s is like the best decade, you know? What would it be for women? Like 20s? I mean, most women will tell you like the 10s, right? Because they all want to be 17. But no. 20s? What would the girls say? What's the best age? So are the 30s the best age for men? The 30s? I'm 40 now, so I don't count anymore. I'm old. I gave that up 2 days ago. Yes, until the later years. Oh, the late 30s? You don't like the late 30s? You're feeling old looking at the 35 now? You're not old. You're still young. Old? My grandma, she's 95, man. 9'5". She's still alive and kicking. Sure, she looks like she's about to die tomorrow, you know, but she's still alive. 95, that's old. 35, you're a little kid, man. Wait till you get to 40, man. So JRPG Queen would love to be forever 23. Okay. No, I don't look 40 at all. I know, I look like 25, right? Peak female age is between 18 and 28. Okay. And for men is 28 to 40. That's what the consensus says. Okay, interesting. You start having back pain in your 30s? Oh, me too, man, don't worry. Speaking about that. Always sit straight, man. If you don't take care of your body, you'll probably feel like you're in your mid-40s to 50s. I took care of my body. What's this? Manakimia 2. Holy shit, man. What a blast. What song? Holy shit. Daisuke Achiwa. That's the composer. I've always wanted to do a video about composers. I did one with Sultan, you know. It was a podcast episode we did like 5 years ago, like 3-4 years ago. Was it like 4? I forgot. It was a long time ago, you know. And then I grabbed the clip that nobody fucking watched. Like 6 months ago, I uploaded the clip. If you wanna watch it, there you go. Yeah, with Sultan, that's right. But like, I want to do a video about like underrated, unknown composers. Like, I want to do a video with Nobuo Uematsu and Yasunori. No, I want to do about a video, a top 10 with like Daisuke Achiwa, like this guy, you know. Like, enough Motoi Sakuraba, you know. We know that. Yuzo Koshiro, yeah, great guy, you know. We need the underrated JRPG composers no one talks about. That. What I do all the time, you know, is, not all the time, you know, but every few months I do a music compilation video. The last one that I did was called The Most Beautiful JRPG Music You Never Heard. If you haven't checked out that video, look it up, but it's gonna make you a bit sad. It's nothing but sad and beautiful, melancholic, nostalgic music, you know? Check it out. So I do that sometimes on purpose, you know, to bring awareness to these developers. Because I'm such a cool guy. Himiki Higashino. Yeah, I'm not gonna say no. She is, I fucking love Suikoden 2 soundtrack, you know, but she didn't do that much in terms of music. I won't say she's an obscure composer or overlooked, but she's a bit underrated, you know. She should have done more soundtracks. Will you bring back the curly hair you had during the pandemic? Oh, do you remember that video? Fuck. I remember doing a video where a lake was behind me. I was still living in Canada. and I had this huge fucking hair, you know. Nah, I don't want to do that. I don't like curly hair. What happened to the soundtrack? What the fuck? There. Okay, stopped for no reason, you know. All the Atelier Iris games are standalone. Yeah, the only continuity they have is that they take place in the same universe. And Iris, the little girl that we see her as a little kid in the first game, then as a teenager in the second game, and then as a young adult in the third game, she's the same character, you know? So they take place in the same universe, but yeah, they're standalone. You don't need to play them in order. You wanna make the best RPG in existence called Tales of Fanservia? How long will you be streaming? You mean right today? She's not really an adult. She's like 16. She's still a teenager. She's a teenager the entire fucking trilogy. You just spoiled the whole thing, Falina. Really? By the way, is Falina Dawn because of Suikoden 5? Is your username because of Suikoden 5? That's great. But don't spoil the game, man. "16 is adult in some countries like Colombia." Really? Yeah, but in reality, nobody's an adult until you're fucking 40 nowadays. I'm an adult now. Suikoden 5 is my 4th favorite video game of all time. High five. Fucking love it passionately. Best Suikoden game ever made. The soundtrack of Suikoden 5 is amazing, and it's it was done by like 4 guys, actually. Not just one. I'm an adult now. You goddamn right. I'm a grown up now, okay? The most expensive one. Yeah. It's not that expensive anymore. How much does it go for nowadays? I remember during the pandemic it was like 150, 160 bucks, you know? Nowadays it goes for, according to Price Charting, $100. It's still a lot though. At least it isn't Xenosaga 3 level of expensive. When you're 50, I'll be in my 40s and I will still be a kid, right? No, when you turn 40, you'll be an adult. 16 is adult in the UK. Fuck out. No, it's not. 16 is kid, little kid. You guys are kids. If you want to be an adult, get to 40 years old. Join the grown-up club. Okay? I wish it was in Steam. See, Konami seems to fucking hate Suikoden 5 for I don't know why. All the others were on the PlayStation 3, digital at least, you know, but not 5. Maybe they're planning some kind of remaster or remake about it, and it'll be on PS5. But it'll be a modernized version of Suikoden 5 for modern audiences, you know. So that sexy aunt, what's her name? Wait, what? What's her name? You see, I'm old now. I'm starting to forget character names. This is the 3rd time that's happened today. I forgot about Rodney Dangerfield's name. You gotta be kidding me. What's the aunt? Aunt. Sayalitz, you know? Sayalitz. Verify it's you. To continue, we need to confirm it's really you. This extra layer of security helps your account keep your account safe. Why do I need to do that right now? I'm live, YouTube! You gotta be kidding me! It's me! You gotta be fucking kidding me. Why are you doing this to me right now? Fuck you, YouTube. You're not gonna ruin my birthday celebration. Go fuck yourself. Anyway, you found Xenosaga 3 and Dot Hack 4 in a bin for 20 bucks each. Wow, when was that? My Xenosaga 3 copy was free. I told the story before. And I did have Dot Hack 4, and I also found it for way less than that. I remember buying the entire tetralogy, all 4 games, mint, complete in box, for like $40. I paid $40 for all of them, but that was like 15 years ago, you know? 2019? Lucky motherfucker. Anyway, so if Konami ever remasters Suikoden 5, Xyalitz is gonna be censored. Maybe someone is making an AI Eric. Yeah. All of us, every single public figure in existence is going to become an AI from now on. And we are going to be replaced by them. It's the future, and I'm not kidding. You don't believe me? Go to my TikTok channel. Link to my TikTok channel in the description. If it doesn't work, here it is. Follow me there. Watch the funny clips and the top 5s. I've been doing top 5s. There you go. Click on it. Do me a courtesy. It's my birthday celebration. The least you could do is follow me on TikTok. You know? The best battle theme of all time in Shin Megami Tensei. Maybe Eric is the friends and adventures we made along the way. Thank you for that. Appreciate that comment. I really do. Great music, right? On Halloween, I could watch the Monsters. I watched the Addams Family movies from like the 90s, you know? There were 2 great movies. I like them a lot, you know? But that's it for the Addams Family. I don't care about anything new. You know, so I'm gonna stick to that. Breath of Fire battle theme. Yep, first one on the SNES. Wow, no one's talking anymore. Is everybody really checking out my TikTok channel? Wow, guys, I appreciate that, really. Look, they all stopped talking in the chat as soon as I posted my TikTok channel. That's right. I am uploading rants and rage quit clips from my live streams, but I'm also uploading brand new top 5s. Best PS1 turn-based JRPGs, best PS2 turn-based JRPGs, best PS Switch turn-based, you know, and there's gonna be more strategy, action, and there's gonna be hidden gems in the future, you know. Check it out. 1 minute long videos. What the fuck do you gotta do in 59 seconds? Yeah. For those of you with ADHD, attention deficit, ADD, you know, you can't stand watching a YouTuber for 2 minutes long or more. You got your 50-something second videos on TikTok of Mr. Eric Landon RPG. Thank you, Brian. Do I feel older? Yeah, I feel older. I'm getting angrier every time YouTube trolls me, makes my chat crash and asks me if it's really me because Google thinks I'm an AI. It's just some dude, you know, controlling my algorithm and shit and fucking me up. I know it is. I know you're a human being. Yeah, I do feel older. I don't look older, I know that, but I do feel older. Okay, Falina, you might get a pleasant surprise if you check the TikTok videos then. Eric back at it again fishing for the Gen Z viewers. You goddamn right. No, I just felt it was time to expand on other platforms, considering how YouTube treats me, has treated me for the past couple of years. I'll start doing Rumble eventually, at some point, you know. Just need to get my shit straight. Things in order. You guys are too old for TikTok? Yeah, I don't blame you. No one wants to follow me there. I've been promoting my TikTok channel for a month. And I only have like 40 followers, yeah. You're on another platform now? That's right, Brian, I'm on TikTok. And I've been on Rumble for like an entire year, actually, you know. But I just upload some of my old videos, you know. But I'm gonna start creating brand new content on Rumble one of these days. I gotta expand. What the fuck is Rumble? I know, right? And that's why YouTube is a monopoly. Nobody knows anything else. Check the description, that's gameplays, for fuck's sake. You people never check the description, it's important. Can we not talk about TikTok anymore? I know you fucking hate it, and I know no one's gonna follow me there. I need the platform to support me. And I need new viewers from there. Like, I know 90% of you don't give a fuck and are not gonna follow me there. Let's just talk about Patreon instead. Because that's, you definitely want to follow me there, right? Yeah. Let's talk about Instagram. Let's talk about that. Like, I'm done promoting my TikTok channel here. I learned that lesson last week, you know? I know that. Yes, it's me, Google. YouTube, it's me. Thank you. Someone... Yeah. It was me. Thanks. Someone logged in your account. Me. Thanks. You know that. Thank you, Shinji, for returning as a member. Thanks for the awesome content. You're welcome. You're very welcome. My pleasure creating content. You now have access to the Sephira Project episode 1. I haven't put up the second episode. The Sephira Project is a visual novel that I did in 2011, all the way back in 2011. Good memories. But you gotta watch it on a full screen, okay? Don't watch the Sephira Project on your phone. The font, the dialogue of the characters is too small for that, you know. If you're gonna watch that, if you guys are members, you have access now to the Sephira Project, a visual novel that I did in 2011. You can watch the first episode right now, and it's you gotta watch it on a computer, full screen, or on your TV, okay? Because the font is too small. When I made that in 2011, you know, I wasn't thinking about, oh, in the future, everybody's gonna watch this visual novel on their phones. I wasn't thinking that, you know? Fuck that! Thank you, Shinji. Thank you very much. He says, happy belated birthday. Here's a little something. Buy yourself an ice cold Gatorade. Oh, wow, okay. That's a new one. I thought you were gonna say an ice cold beer. You know I don't drink. I do drink every now and then, you know, it's rare. I'll buy a Gatorade. Your fight stick is getting a lot of love today. What, are you using it as a dildo, Brian? Are you using your fighting stick as a dildo and it's getting a lot of love? Have fun, man. Enjoy the dildo. Of course they heard it was my birthday. Dragon in Clouds. Shh. That's how far my influence reaches, you know? Huh. Fuck you think I am? Who the fuck you think you're watching? Of course, they're celebrating my birthday anywhere and everywhere. How long has it been since you've tried any games on RPG Maker? MV. Oh. So I played Vade Retro Satana on RPG Maker, but that's another one. I think so. And I did a playthrough of it live. I played the game live actually like a month ago. Less than a month ago, like 3 weeks ago, you know? That's the last game that I tried on RPG Maker. But MV specifically, I don't know. It's been a long time. Everybody... Queen is asking, what's a fight stick? It's not a dildo. Game Boy for the win. Okay. I like the Game Boy. I grew up with it. And what are you trying to say with that? Did you see the Dragon Ball? No, I didn't, man. I don't really follow that. You know what I follow? Retro games and old vintage stuff, you know, nowadays. You asking anything about, hey, did you see this? There's a new... Somebody was saying something about some Parasite Eve game, and I was like, oh, great, you know. I don't care. I look at the past. Google's fight stick with your eyes closed. Panzer Dragoon Saga, any opinions? Well, that's a game that I haven't played in like a million years. I remember back in 2010 or 11, I went to my friend's house. He had all of those Sega Saturn Rare games, and I played that, and that's it. So I don't really have a strong opinion about it. I don't think it's a bad game though. Maybe I'll play it live one of these days. It's a good game though. I remember liking it. Was it common to watch shows on them? Game Boy Advance specifically, a classmate of yours had an episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! In one cartridge. I remember that. Some cartoons, some clips in there, I remember that. It wasn't fun. It's not fun. Thank you, Luca. Appreciate it. Luca? You must get a lot of, you must have a lot of friends saying, giving you Luca Blight memes. I'm sure you're a sensation in your school or at your workplace. Everybody played Suikoden too, right? And they're like, your name is Luca? Like Luca Blight, right? Probably not. It's not a Parasite Eve revival, is it? It's just some indie game inspired by it. Happy 50th birthday. Thank you. I've been lying to you guys. I didn't turn 40 today. I turned 50. This is a live stream for old men and old people. None of your friends know Suikoden 2, unfortunately, and you're not evil like him. I was just being sarcastic, in case you didn't know it. The fuck, people? I don't look 40. Do I look 40? Do I look someone who's 40? You know, I'm 25. I turned 25 today. I'm Gen Z. I'm Generation Z. People don't know Suikoden 2. You don't know Suikoden 2. Well, PSP got better when it comes to watching movies or stuff on your console. You know, it got better. There were actually complete movies released on PSP, physical, you know, printed, you know, on a UMD disc, you know. I never did that, you know. I remember watching something, you know, I was like, no. Do what your mom... Okay, your mom made every birthday her 36th birthday for the next 20 years. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'll be 25. Nah, 25 is too young. I don't want people to think I'm Gen Z. You know, I'll celebrate 35. Ember Moon. Never heard about it. What's my game of the year so far? Fate Extra Triple C. I played that and beat that about 2 months ago, and I did a review of it. It went viral. Video has like 350,000 views already, you know. Yeah. Fate Extra Triple C on the PSP. Masterpiece. That's honestly the best JRPG I've played this year. It's my 35th birthday. That's right, and it'll be that way next year. I'll be celebrating the exact same birthday. Here, live on the Q&As. Yeah, that's right, I'm gonna do that. Good advice. Good night, Al. I'm gonna do that for the rest of my life. I don't want to celebrate 40 ever again. I'll be 35 forever. Cheers. What will happen if I drink... Well, I guess there's no way to know, right? This is water, you know, but... How does YouTube know this isn't some kind of beverage? Well, it says be light here, you know. I can't even fucking remove this. Thank you, Be Light, for being a pain in the ass with your stickers. Look at that. I can't. Fuck it. Mia, how do you know? How do you guys know this is in vodka or some whiskey or some or straight up alcohol? How do you know? How do you guys know I'm not getting drunk in public? Shouldn't they demonetize me? No, don't worry, you two. This is water. It's water. I'm Gen Z. I'm celebrating my 25th birthday. I'm Gen Z. I wouldn't dare to do anything offensive, because then it will offend me. You know. You're about to beat Suikoden 2 remaster on Switch. I got that as a present on the PS5, Suikoden 1 and 2, and I was like, man, you shouldn't give me modern games as present, you know, but I'll make an exception for Suikoden because it's fucking Suikoden. Oh, Amber Moon was only for the Amiga. The really popular game. I don't know, man. We don't know anything about Fate Extra Remake on PS4 and PS5. They announced that like 5 years ago, and we still don't have it, you know. So I kind of gave up on it. Every year they go out and say, "Oh, it'll be released this year." Oh no, it'll be released next year, and it's been like that for 5 years. But anyway, Fate Extra is on PSP, not PS4. Yet. Octopath Traveler 2, masterpiece. Bravely Default 2, I don't know. I only played the demo and it was alright. You know, I don't have an opinion about that game, a strong opinion of it. Octopath 2 is a masterpiece. Well, I don't get that anymore, Queen. Thankfully, nobody questions my age anymore. Yeah, I remember when I was in my 20s, I had to show my ID all the time. In fact, when the Silent Hill movie came out, me and my sister went to see it, and she forgot her ID. And she was 20. When did the movie come out? 2005, right? 2006? Well, she was like 19 or 20 years old, and she didn't bring her wallet or her ID, and we couldn't... I got in, but she couldn't get in. Motherfucking asshole was like, "Oh, you don't have an ID, you can't see this movie." What? And she had to go watch something else. I watched the Silent Hill movie alone. I fucked that guy. I hope he got fired. My beard at 20 years. I'll shave. One of these days you guys are gonna see me here live, completely shaven. Completely. So you can see my baby face. Thank you, Mr. Face. Octopath Traveler, you heard it's better than the second one? Oh, you heard the second one is better. So, no, well, yeah. The thing about, in terms of story and characters, I think the first one is still better. But in terms of gameplay and battle system and difficulty, the second one is a bit better because it's still fucking hard, but it's not as brutal as the first one. Both games are excellent anyway. But it's dead, you know, the series is dead now because Acquire, the developer, quit Square Enix, and now they're doing a Octopath Traveler 0 with Type A, Type B bullshit, you know, and I don't care about it, you know. So Octopath Traveler is dead to me. Another series that's dead. Oh, ready to pick up chicks. Is it Fate Extella similar series or something different? No, it's basically the same series. Fate Extella is the same. They're all sequels to Fate Extra. You know, so Fate Extella is the same series. But now those are actually Extella are action RPGs or action games, Musou games, not really RPGs anymore. Kinda, Luca. I'm not gonna spoil the game. Play Octopath Traveler 2. Yakuza 0. Yeah, Zero. Oh, Zero. Octopath Zero is from a different developer. Yeah, well, now you do. Ys 9. Ys 9 is an amazing game. I don't know what this is, you know. Oh, Stellar Blade. Thank you, Stellar Blade, for being the last song of today's live stream. No, I didn't play Earthbound 4. I'm not really a fan of Earthbound, so there's no reason for me to play any fan-made games based on that. You know what I played? God. I played God on the SNES. That's an amazing game. You guys should play that. God. I covered it a couple of weeks ago. Where did I get that tee? This t-shirt? I don't know. My brother gave it to me as a birthday present 2 days ago. Yeah, I know that, right? Ergo Proxy t-shirt. I'm proud of it. Kudos to my brother for finding it. Yeah. If you could be any anime character, who would you be? I will probably be Vincent from Ergo Proxy. So I could change whenever I want to a badass superhuman monster. You know, I will be Vincent. Vincent Law. Vincent Toro! Thank you guys for celebrating my birthday with me, even though my birthday was 2 days ago, but thank you nonetheless for showing up today. Thank you for all the people, all the amazing people who did super chats and memberships. You know, I appreciate that a lot. Really, really appreciate that. So, I'm glad to know there's still people here that watch my content and my reviews and my top 10s and enjoy them. I appreciate that. Glad to know that I'm still appreciated here on this website despite being an old man now. Remember, from now on it's Mr. Eric Landon RPG. Mr. Landon for you, not Mr. Eric. That's disrespectful. You don't know me. You don't know me personally. You can't call me Eric. It's Mr. Landon for you from now on. Remember that, okay? Appreciate that, guys. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on the next live stream. Take care. Bye-bye.